I don't know why that's so yellow. Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. I'm so confused because it's so brighter than I want it to be. I'm a little bit later than usual doing my sort of monthly tarot astrology situation. I've been hitting it around the full moon for the last few months. As I'm recording this, it's a couple days past the Scorpio full moon in May of 2022. Also happening Mercury retrograde, Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, and Jupiter moving into Aries. If you're seeing this at some other time, that just means that you might be hitting these energies, and there's probably something useful for you in these next several minutes. So I'm doing a triptych door reading. It's a pretty short one, but it still gets pretty spicy. So I've got the center door here, which is the unity, and then the side doors are the polarity. So I got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and then funnily enough, with a similar design in the middle here, we have the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. I didn't even do that on purpose. That's kind of cool. Okay. Matchy. Okay, so we have the Child here with a Jack of Swords inverted. Jack could end up being a page or a knight, depending. A lot of the time I think I see this one as a page, but we'll see. So the Child. So the Child inverted could be like the Six of Cups inverted, which is a scorpionic energy, sort of reminiscing but no longer romanticizing, or it could be my inner child is in danger, or it could be I'm maturing, depending on what else is going on here. Page of Swords is like starting to learn to be the master of like perspective, thinking, analyzing stuff, speaking up for yourself. Here, there's sort of a lack of analysis or possibly petty lying. If it's going to be the knight, it's going to be like intentional deception, or just like completely like head in ass kind of a ability to think. So let's see what this is. So we have the Compass, number 42, which is an extended deck, like a deluxe extended version, deck version card, because then normally there's 36. So this doesn't have a specific card, so I usually think of it as major arcana. So 42 would be either 4, the Emperor, 2, the High Priestess, or 6, the Lovers, which would be a choice or an informed decision. So because of this, I'm still leaning a little bit towards the page, but we'll see. Let me see what this card is. So we have like a disconnect here of some sort, possibly, and a compass. Although if this is somebody that's no longer in a child state, then they're maturing, then it could be I've found a direction, but we'll see. Okay, so we have Destiny inverted. That's so weird. Okay, so this 16. Yeah, 16. In a normal deck, 16 would be the Tower, but here we have Destiny, which is a little bit more wheel-like. Let me see if a portal here, and like a. Is that a snake? What is going? Oh, it's a dragon. Okay, so we have a dragon on the cosmic egg instead of a snake. And then we have this shaman person with a lot of crown activation and third eye. Okay, and that's all inverted. This looks like somebody who's having like a near-death experience, or who's having like an ayahuasca moment or whatever, and you get like sucked back through your life. This to me looks like an end of life review, and deciding on where you're going to go next. But it's like, it's giving me more like a near-death experience. Like, I almost got run over by a downtown bus today, and my life flashed before my eyes. And, you know, like, snapped me out of this, this going through the motions kind of a thing. And now, I'm gonna sneeze. You know, it's like somebody who just got spiritually jacked in, and this sort of, this compass is like, the universe is like, you know, your true north is over here, and you're like, but I wanted to play with the thing over here. And then, you know, the point, like the destiny, your sort of soul contract is sort of swinging in between these two modalities, right? Because we have polarity, right? Like, I don't want to do it and follow this path. And this is, to me, this is like an inverted page of swords, who is like, I'm not doing that. That's not me. I'm not doing that. That's not me. I don't do that. Like, that's for losers, you know. Only, I don't think what's an insult that's like PC these days that kids might say to each other. Because when I was in school, it was still the ones that you can't say anymore. Like F words, gay slurs, and the R word. You suck, because, you know, you're talking to ghosts. You're crazy. We don't like you. You've got cooties. You can't hang out with us. So this is like, there's a little bit of influence, but there's also this sort of like fairy tale thing. Like, you know, like, what am I gonna, you know, follow this path because some bird told me, or because the clock said 12:22? Pulled by this, like, I feel like I'm supposed to do something with my life in a certain way. So we see that destiny being inverted isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it could be a delay or confusion. It could also be, if it's taking on that tower energy from the regular tarot, it could be a controlled demolition, and like an internal collapse. Like, this might be a little bit of a mental breakdown, but it's tied to this idea of finding your true north. You know, like, I'm not going to dwell on how I thought the world was when I was 5. You know, like, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be a paleontologist, and I'm going to get married in my 20s, and I'm going to have kids when I'm in my 30s. And finding out by the time you get to this point in your life that none of that's happened, and you're like, well, I did the societal program. I went to college, I moved out, and I got a job, and everything sucked. And then it's like, yeah, because you're supposed to go over here, not 8 different ways in that direction. So this is what's happening for Aries, especially with Jupiter moving in there. It's the planet of the wheel. Oh, that's weird. I think I no, I didn't. It's the energy of temperance, which is balance, which we don't quite have here. Noise. 16 and 13 is 29. Is that? Hold on. Just want to make sure I'm doing the math right. 29. 3. Yeah, it is. It's 13. Right? 42 minus 29 is 13. There's a transformative cycle here. And I'm seeing that with some other things too. There's an unspoken wheel, but we do see that the compass is essentially a wheel. So what's happening is that with Jupiter in Aries, Aries is getting this recalibration of what they thought their life was and what they think it's going to be. And it's not so much like having it planned out, because that's a very emperor thing. Like, I'm in control of my life. But with Jupiter in there, this sort of oh, I see what's happening. Okay, so if I look at is Aries? Wait, what am I doing? Aries is Martian energy, which stays in one spot and goes in a certain direction, and it can swing sort of this way or whatever. But the Sagittarius energy of Jupiter is an arrow. All right, this would be like a plant growing in one spot. You get leaves and branches and stuff going all over the place. That looks kind of weird. Okay, so branches and leaves and bushes and trees. And the arrow is something that's not going to stay in one spot and expand in those directions. It's going to start over here, and this is a totally different space over here, and the arrow is going to go up and just kind of go that way and land. And in order to do that, you have to have a vector, which is the compass, the direction, right? If I want it to land over here, I'm saying, okay, well, I'm here, and this is, 32 degrees southeast at 400 yards, and I'm gonna like lick my finger and get the air, and then I'm gonna go and shoot it over there. That's not exactly how it works, but in general. So this is something that Aries is used to doing. I'm going to stay in one spot, and I'm going to slowly spread myself out like a little plant, and I'm going to build my kingdom right here. This is kicking over the toy castle, and the universe is like, no, you need to get off your ass and go on a journey. Get out of the castle. You're being uprooted. You're going to be replanted somewhere else. And this is the nature of having that Jupiter energy sitting inside of Aries. But it's also, again, it's like the wheel is turning, the wheel of destiny, the compass, the shift. It's like, I have to be in a different direction. And there has to be a sort of internal breakdown and like a death cycle transitional phase for this to happen. And that's what this energy is doing for Aries right now. All right. So that's it. The list of readings is going to be down below if you want this one or a different reading for yourself. Maybe those here. If you found this helpful or useful or interesting in some way, or you've enjoyed my other free content on YouTube, consider energy exchange, tip jar, donation. It's PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, all CATtheMinion. I have card of the day in picture format on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. You can email me for the list of readings, or it's on my WordPress. You can see samples in my readings for sale sample playlist. I have coloring books and art and merch and prints and stuff for sale. That's a little bit out of focus. Everything is through the link tree, so that's linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. I'm with the camera again. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.